Oh, Wendy. What's good, everybody? Thank you all so much for clicking on the video. Y'all, I want to come down here because I really can't believe, I can believe it. I told y'all before, start calling me Kyle Richards because I can always spot a fake.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Be very clear.
I just think that a lot of times people are slow to catch on, but I am a people watcher. I'm a very sensitive person and I'm a people watcher, and I can always spot a fake. I can always spot when people intentions are not pure. I can always spot when a person has ulterior motives, right? And I didn't know that Wendy and Eddie were frauds, but I know that Wendy strikes me as a person who was not authentic.
Don't you guys, I said it. I said it.
She always struck me as a fake. Ever since I've seen her, she's always struck me as a person that was fake. And it's so crazy because I just did a video last week about Tammy Roman and about Bravo not wanting to hire talent from other networks, right? And I talked about how Bravo is considered the suburbs in regards to reality TV.
Who had been saying that? Who said that? Who said that? Who said that?
Bravo and the Bravo celebrities are supposed to be more pulled up than VH1 and the other reality shows. But truthfully, Bravo celebrities have more run-ins with the law and jail time than any other network.
Oh my God.
I haven't seen these many mugshots from VH1. I haven't seen these many mugshots from WeTV. I haven't seen them. Maybe after Love After Lockup, because those are people, they actually go to the prison and find their spouses and stuff like that. From what I've never saw an episode of the show, but I would think that people on Love After Lockup by the name, and I don't even know what channel Love After Lockup come on, but Bravo is probably second to Love After Lockup with as many mugshots as they got running around here. And Potomac, this is what, the third mugshot? We got Karen, we got Wendy, and Eddie. Holy Ghost fire! And the thing about Wendy's mugshot, I find Wendy's mugshot disturbing. Because even with Wendy being arrested for fraud, it was still almost as if it was her moment. It was almost, she was looking into the camera, she was smiling, almost as if she was like Lindsay Lohan or Paris Hilton or Portia Williams, like, I want my picture to be cute.
I just don't get it.
Portia was arrested and got her mugshot for dragging somebody at a reunion. You were caught on fraud.
How dreadful.
They got you on fraud. You should be crying. You should be crying. I will be towed up. Wendy should be crying because now everything that Wendy has done will be in question. And me personally, I'm questioning her degrees.
Yup.
I am. Now that we know this, everything that Wendy has ever done is coming back, and there are two things that are sticking out to me. And one of those is last year. I remember last year when Stacey and Ashley went through mediation, and I believe it was Stacey, Ashley, Giselle, and Wendy. Maybe Karen. Karen was there. It was Karen. And I remember, it was Stacey was saying that she didn't pay any bills. And all of the girls was like, girl, what? And Wendy was like, yeah, I don't pay any bills neither. Eddie pays all of the bills. We have an agreement. I take care of the children and he paid all of the bills. And I don't even know what light company are we with. And I never believed that from Wendy. I think that Wendy said that to keep up with the aesthetic. It's hard for me to believe that Miss Sue raised a woman to do that. Holy Ghost fire! But I think that she wanted to put on to us that she's this kept woman and it's going to be couple goals and black love. You know, she wanted people to go up for that. And the thing is, Eddie can pay all the bills. That's fine. It's not that I don't believe that he pays all the bills. but to not know who you have your lights with is crazy to me. I don't believe that. I think that that's a reach. Because I know that for me, anytime my Wi-Fi mess up just a little bit, I'm screaming at the top of my lungs, Xfinity! You get what I'm saying? And so it's hard for me to believe at the very least. I believe that he probably pays all of the bills. That's not hard for me to believe, but to just make it seem like that you're just this aloof person, this woman with 4 degrees is letting a man pay for everything and you don't even know who it's from is crazy. If he was ever sick, what would you do? I don't believe that from Wendy. I also think about Wendy's run-ins with Karen throughout the years. Because remember, Karen said it was in the same board of some organization, and they said that Wendy was trying to get Karen's number off of a piece of paper that they had going around, and Wendy was going around telling people that she knew Karen. At least that's what I remember. And everybody thought that it was colorism is the reason why Karen didn't like Wendy, and Karen was jealous of Wendy because she had 4 degrees. Baby, everything ain't about colorism.
Like what?
Like, that's the reason why.
Everything ain't about colorism. She's a fake and a fraud, and I don't like her, and she just happened to be dark skinned. And the Wendy got 4 degrees. It's not the gag that y'all think it is. Because Karen didn't want 4 degrees.
Oh no.
And she didn't want 4 degrees. And Wendy can be wrong. I think that people feel like, oh, just because Wendy got 4 degrees, she can't. Wendy can be wrong, and this case proves it. I feel like before this, it was a hard time for a certain fan base out there to call Wendy out on her BS. But Wendy can be wrong. Just because she got 4 degrees, she's not going to wag her degrees over my head in any argument that she gets in. And with y'all, that's what y'all like to say. Well, she got 4 degrees, but she got 4 degrees. Everything that Wendy has done, unfortunately, is now being brought into question. Now, one thing for Karen that I will say about Karen said that shit about Wendy in season 5, and Karen has stuck with it. Karen has stuck with it. She is not of Potomac. She's a fake, she's a fraud, she's a phony. Now, Ashley is supposed to be on Watch What Happens Live Sunday night after Potomac. We know that last week's episode with Giselle and Lotto, that one was pre-recorded. Now, I'm wondering if this episode will be pre-recorded. And for me, if I'm Andy, even if it's pre-recorded, Andy, I think that you got to scrap it and you got to come in for this one, because when we get news like this, we need it live.
Yes. It had nothing to do with how bad it makes me look. It had everything to do with the fact that
I watch What Happens Live sometimes. It depends on who's on there, but I don't think that they do Watch What Happens Live on a Friday night. I know that they don't do it on Saturday. And so this will be Andy's first time live after the news broke about Wendy and Eddie. And so you got to come in. Holy Ghost fire! Jeff Lewis will be the guest that will be there alongside Ashley Darby. Now, Jeff is messy, okay? And I think that he'll give it up. But he might be scared to give it up, though, because I remember one of the times, I don't know if it was his last time. I'm sure it wasn't his last time, but I always think about, when I think about Jeff Lewis, I think about when he was on Watch What Happens Live and Brandy threw that drink in his face.
got really.
Hey, baby, when I tell you I would have shut that whole set down, y'all would have been screaming, let her go, Gabor, let her go! Baby, I would have cleared off that whole set. Ain't no way. If Andy is really thinking and he want to get the ratings in, he should have Klarna up there.
Sheesh.
Kiana, y'all call her Kiana, I call her Klarna. Because the thing is, Klarna plans on going, she trying to do what Heavenly them do. She trying to do an after show on her Instagram after every episode, so she want to get up there and talk about Wendy anyway. But the thing is, though, with Klarna, that I just can't agree with, the thing is, I know that this stuff happened with Wendy, but I'm not just going to be going like Wendy was wrong in everything that she ever did. And with this stuff with Kiana, I still feel like that Kiana is reaching. I still feel like Klarna is reaching. I think that Klarna is insecure about how she got on the show and her being on the show. And I don't think that she feels like that she's respected in the group. I don't think that she feels like she's respected in the group. Even with the way that Stacey didn't speak to her, how she got real aggressive. She was aggressive. She got up, she put her hand in her face. She was real aggressive with it. Hey, had her hand all in her face because she feels like that she's being dismissed. But I'm not, the thing is, I'm dismissing you, bitch, because last time we met up, you had an attitude with me. It's not because you got popped in a bottle upside your head and had stitches, and that's why they brought you on the show. It's not because of that, and I think that's what she feels. I got brought on the show because Deborah hit me upside my head, and so Bravo chose to make me a housewife. That's what I think that Klarna is dealing with in her head, and she's insecure about it. I also don't think that Wendy owed millions of dollars in student loans. I don't. That lie came from a particular blogger and YouTuber that made up all type of stuff about the housewives or the women on the Real Housewives of Potomac who didn't side with Monique after her fight with Candace. And those were lies that was coming from a specific blogger or YouTuber. I can't believe that.
I cannot.
I don't believe that. Do I think that Wendy and Eddie may be in debt? Yes, but do I think they owe $1 million in student loans? No, I don't. I think that blogger was reaching for something, and she was trying to put a hit piece out on all of those girls on that show. I don't believe that Giselle was ever in a mental institution for Jamal. I don't believe that. I don't believe that, what else? I don't believe that Wendy is Osu. I don't believe that. It was a lot of stuff that she had that was coming, that she was saying about the women. And so I just don't believe that. Now, Wendy, with Wife Swap, it says, Bravo has paused the series premiere of Wife Swap, the Real Housewives edition. The Osefos were slated to appear in the first episode, Variety reports. The premiere is pushed back a week following the Osefos' arrest from October 14th to October the 21st. Holy Ghost fire! So I'm pretty sure that they're going to try to wipe out Wendy and Eddie's appearance on that show. If y'all have never seen Wife Swap before, Wife Swap is where two families with contrasting beliefs and lifestyle temporarily exchange wives or mothers for 2 weeks. And so the first week, the new wife follows the host family rules. And then in the second week, she implements her own rule for the family. Do you realize how crazy it would be for Wendy and Eddie to be on the show discussing their beliefs and lifestyle, only for it to come out that they were living a lie the whole time? Holy Ghost fire! Now, I feel bad for the family that they hosted or hosted them, because now they took that opportunity away from that family that they were swapped with. I'm pretty sure that the family will still get paid because there was no wrongdoing on their part and they did everything the correct way. But I'm sure that they wanted to be on TV and they was looking for that moment. And that's why you have to watch who you with, because I still think about Empire. If I'm Taraji, I'm pissed at Jussie because I don't believe Jussie. Do I like Jussie? I do, but I don't believe Jussie. And it would be easy for me to forgive Jussie if he just let it go. I mean, I'm saying forgive like he did something to me. It would be easy for me to move on from it. But him, every time we see him and he trying to say that he's telling the truth.
So let it go.
Anytime I hear him saying he's telling the truth, I just let it go. But I believe that Jussie ruined Empire. I had stopped watching by that point. But now there's something hanging over Empire now. It's a negative light shed on Empire now. I saw this thing with Candace. So when the news broke, Candace Dillard was on Good Day DC. Now, I think that Candace probably, I don't know, I hadn't seen the whole segment. I just seen the clip that they had online. Candace has a new podcast called Undomesticated with an author that also went to Howard. You know, she went to Howard, and it's an author from Houston, Texas, named Michael Arsenault. So they have a podcast called Undomesticated. And I listen to the podcast. I don't usually watch nothing. I just listen to it on ×2. I listen to everything on ×2. And it's so funny because when I'm listening to stuff, or if I'm forced to listen to things on the regular level, it sounds like I'm listening to something that's being screwed up. Anyway, Candace was on Good Day DC, and she basically said that Karen being arrested last year, and now Wendy, she feels like the girls are being targeted.
Girl, shut the fuck up.
And this is about $300. And I keep seeing a lot of comments across social media platforms, and they keep on saying $300, baby. It's not about $300. $300, anything above $300 makes it a crime. For example, in Texas, if you go to Walmart and steal a candy bar, they'll probably stop you and take the candy bar away from you, but you won't be arrested. You stole, but it's not enough to be arrested. It's a candy bar. They more than likely will let you go, right? Now, if you go in there and steal a couple of items and it's over $500, you going to jail.
You going to jail now? You going to jail? You going to jail?
The limit is $500. And Walmart can also decide if they're going to press charges or not. Let's get back to Candace saying that the girls are being targeted. Candace feeling like the girls are being targeted. They're not being targeted. They put a target on their back when they signed up for reality TV.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
They wanted the limelight, and the limelight also comes with a target. You lit up. We can't do nothing but see you. Karen got drunk and decided to play bumping cars through the streets of Potomac. Now, luckily, nobody was outside to play it with her. But furthermore, Karen also decided to play hardball instead of just pleading guilty when she knew she had three DWIs before. And I'm sure Karen was told that if she took that case to trial, that she risked that body cam footage coming out. And she still took it to trial, knowing that she was drunk.
Loser!
Wendy and Eddie called the laws and said that their stuff was stolen. Wendy and Eddie are the ones who made a list of 51 stolen items.
You did what?
And again, who goes into somebody's house and steal 51 items? I know some niggas that'll come in your house and get you. But baby, they not stealing 51 items.
You's a stupid motherfucker.
They not stealing 51 items. Wendy is the one who got on Instagram with the items that she said were stolen.
You're a dummy, bitch.
So we're not gonna play the black card, Candace. We're not, because I feel like that's what she's trying to do, is try to play the black card. We're not gonna play the black card. Because saying that they're being targeted implies that they didn't do anything wrong. And they wouldn't be targeted if they hadn't done anything to warrant it.
Message.
And so I don't think that they're being treated unfairly or anything like that. They wanted the limelight and they chose to do crime in the limelight. And so that's why it's blowing up. That's why it's blowing up. I don't watch all of the Housewives, but I think this is the first show where we had Portia had a mugshot on Atlanta. We know Marlo got a mugshot. We know Nene got a mugshot, but that was pre-Housewives. I'm talking about women that were on Housewives and are currently on Housewives with a mugshot. So we got Portia in Atlanta. We got Peter and Apollo. They don't count. I want to talk about the wives. Is there any Beverly Hills woman? I don't think any of the Beverly Hills girls have a mugshot currently on the show. This is the Potomac. Potomac, these girls are supposed to be pulled up. We was pulled up. We are about etiquette.
Miss Fleet.
We are about etiquette. And Karen is driving through the streets of Potomac playing bumping cars. Wendy is over here doing fraud. Holy Ghost fire! All that etiquette that y'all talked about, y'all have two housewives on the show that got mugshots.
Can you believe this? Damn it, shit!
Bravo is just not pulled up as we thought that they were.
The ghetto. It's not the ghetto. It's not the ghetto.
Right.
Please don't.
These girls are just not pulled up as we thought that they were. And again, call me Kyle Richards because I can always spot a fake. I've been telling y'all about Wendy. Now, I didn't know that she was going to do fraud. I'm not going to tell y'all that I thought that she was doing fraud, but I knew that she was fake. And I knew she wasn't authentic.
Lying, trifling bitch.
Y'all, that's all I got right now. Tell me, what do y'all think? Do y'all think that Wendy is guilty of these crimes?
Yes.
Yes. I believe that she's guilty. This was a year in the making. The police waited. What I'm really shocked about is that Eddie is an attorney. So he knows that they're going to send people out to investigate. And you still got online with the stuff that you said were stolen. Holy Ghost fire!
I can't.
I don't know. We'll see what's going on. You know, I'm going to keep y'all updated, y'all. But thank y'all so much for clicking on the video. I really appreciate the love and support, and I'll see y'all later. Adios.